Guys, today it is back to the 90s with a fun and easy Alan Jackson song, and it starts right now. Okay, today we're going to be completely open without a capo. We're going to be using a total of 4 chords that we're going to get to here very shortly. The strum pattern can either be a very simple strumming like this, or you can do an alternating bass with the top note on the chord and go like this. And if you've seen any of my lessons before, we talk about this. All you have to do is hit this top note, down, up, and then hit the next one up here, down, up. So you alternate that based upon the chord that you're on and what strings you're on. Now the intro will give us our first 2 chords that will simply be a C to a G, and back to a C. And you're going to play that a total of 2 times through. On that G in the progression, it pops up there pretty quickly, so don't feel bad if you can't get the whole entire chord down. It's okay if you just go ahead and you get your finger down on that top string and strum down, and at least get that bass note in there. And you'll see that I do that quite often on a lot of different songs, and especially on this one. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play through the intro, and then I'm going to show you what I mean by that G chord. All right, after the intro, you are going to go into the first verse, and guess what? It's just exactly like the intro progression, played twice. So that's at C, G, C. Let's go ahead and let's play through that first verse and get your guitar ready. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt, got a little crazy, but we never got caught. All right, guys, on that, I'm playing it a lot slower than what the recording is, so it's a lot easier to get that G down. But if you play at the regular speed, it's going to be like this. So there you can see pretty clearly how I just get that G note up there and then get back to that C as quickly as possible. Hey, guys, I hope you're enjoying this lesson. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I appreciate each one of you guys being here, but let's go ahead and get back to the video. All right, after the first verse, we will have a rise or a pre-chorus where we get a new progression and 2 new chords. Here we will play an F. First, our next new chord. We'll go to a C, to a G, to a C, and then back to the F again, and then to our last new chord, D7, or what I like to call a backwards D, into a G. Pretty simple, so let me go ahead and put the chords on the screen for you, and let's go ahead and play through that. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight, talking about cars and dreaming about women, never had a plan, just a living for the minute. Guys, one thing I noted on this was when you're on that F chord, you've already got your finger right here and you've already got your finger down here. Simply all you have to do is just move your ring finger down, so it's a pretty easy transition. And if you guys look at your chords that way and figure out how can I transition from one chord to another where my fingers are already at, it's going to make your life a lot easier. Now we're finally into the first chorus, and again, guess what? That's right, we're back to the C, G, C progression twice. So we've already done that before. Let's go ahead and let's play through that chorus. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim, and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. All right, after the first chorus, you will then again play that intro progression that you've all been very familiar with. You'll play that again before going into another verse and another chorus. After the second chorus, we will then get to the solo section, which is just the rise or pre-chorus progression starting with that F that we just taught. I'm going to go ahead and put the chords on screen again, and since we're not going to be putting any lyrics, let's play through it together and see if you guys can keep up with just the chords. All right, following the solo, we're going to play the final chorus and repeat the last line of the chorus as a tag. And right there, we have a gradual slowing down, which is called in musical terms retardando or rallentando or rallentando. Then you will just go back into the intro progression to end the song. I'm going to start at the end of the final chorus, and now with that, I'll add that tag on there, and then I'll do the slow down and play through the outro to end the song. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. A lot about living and a little about love. Guys, on this channel, it's anything 90s because we love that era. We love that music. But hey, guys, speaking of Alan Jackson, I put another one up here, Living on Love. Very, very simple song. I think you guys are going to like it. Guys, I sure appreciate you being here. Keep an eye out for the full playthrough of this song. I hope you're taking advantage of my free beginners bundle download. But guys, that's all I have for you today. God bless. Take care. And don't forget, practice what you have to so you can play what you want to. See you on the next video.